Well, hey there lads, my name is Lassie. Today, let's talk about something that kinda flew under the radar last week because of the planned weapon changes. That is yet another feature coming to Battlefield 5 that will drastically change the way we play. Soldier acquisition icons. And DICE can really call them whatever they want at this point, but we know this as spotting. Spotting, if you remember, was probably one of the most hated things from older titles in the series. Battlefield 4 especially, you could just spam it and spot enemies on the other side of the map. DICE even added a weapon attachment that spotted enemies for you. It was just a complete mess. Fast forward to Battlefield 5 and we've had visibility issues, yes, but spotting is no longer a problem. But it seems as though we've gone from one extreme to the other. Before, you played the minimap. You rarely looked at the player models in game, but instead aimed for that little red Dorito just above their head. Now plenty of players struggle to even find the player model. As games get more and more detailed, soldiers can become a bit lost on the backgrounds. Player lighting has been added to Battlefield 5 in numerous forms, and I think it really has helped a lot, especially on those new Pacific maps. Cosmetics also come into play here. Some of the outfits really can hide enemies in the environment and make it super hard for them to be spotted. Enter acquisition icons. This is the proposed middle ground DICE plans on adding with update 5.2. Now, on the surface, it looks almost identical to spotting from previous games, but I'm here to tell you that it actually isn't. Very similar, but it has a few key differences. Number one, it's passive. The icon only appears if you're within a certain distance from your target. I think it's something like 15 meters. At this point, if you're paying any sort of attention to the game, you would have noticed that this player doesn't have a friendly icon above their head, so they must be an enemy. Only then does the acquisition icon appear. Once you get closer, about 5 meters from the enemy, the icon changes slightly, detailing exactly what class that enemy is running. Point number 2, and this is super important. These icons are not on the minimap or shared with your teammates. They don't appear on a friendly's HUD and they don't pop up on a buddy's minimap or yours for that matter. This is solely for your own benefit. Think of it as a confirmation system. You see an enemy, you absolutely know that they aren't friendly, but that icon is just that last bit of confirmation you need before taking the shot. Number 3. You can lose your own icon by doing a few different things. Throwing down smoke, getting behind cover, or just firing back and taking out that enemy. Fortifications will also remove your icon. Essentially, once the line of sight is broken, your icon disappears. And finally, point number 4, if an enemy takes damage during a gunfight, a small health bar will be shown underneath their icon, telling you how much damage is left to be dealt. Quite a lot to take in there. The big question is, will this kill stealth gameplay? And frankly, we don't have an answer until the patch goes live. It has been detailed that the enemy player must be fully visible and in the line of sight for them to get the icon. So if they're in a bush somewhere, from the sounds of it at least, they'll remain concealed. Another couple of issues with this though, will increasing your field of view in-game now give you an even bigger advantage? Since there'll be more of the game in view, will the icon feature kick in and spot someone off to the side of your screen without you even noticing them? I guess time will tell. This sort of system was actually in most previous Battlefield games, but in Battlefield 5, these acquisition icons have been really dumbed down. If it gives you lads any hope, from speaking with people who have played a more recent build of Battlefield 5 running these new icons, they've let me know that this really doesn't change the gameplay all too much. Sure, the icons pop up and the health bar, but I've been told that they don't really give you an advantage at all. More of a crutch for when you just aren't sure about a target. Either way, they've definitely shook the player base a bit. Most people feel as though this is another way DICE is dumbing down Battlefield 5 for the more casual audience and approaching Christmas noobs. But let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Also, I should mention that the icons can be toggled on and off in the settings, so if it isn't your cup of tea, switch them off. But anyway, thank you lads for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a like, I'd really appreciate that, or a dislike if you didn't, and subscribe for more Battlefield content from me. But until the next one, I'll see you lads later.